I'm revealing my deepest secrets. I have a new love. Houseplants. For years I had such a nomadic lifestyle. I couldn't have houseplants because I couldn't keep them long enough. 6 months here, 8 months there, and so on. And now that I'm settled down, it's an addiction. Every time I leave the house, I come back with a new plant. And it's interesting, they're not like a bouquet of flowers, which are sort of a temporary delight, like a fling you have for a week, but they're not like family, love. And I love having life in a house. Now I find a house without plants just feels like a dead space. So they're really not as complicated to look after as you might think. You just have to go around and feel, and if you think they're dry, and then you give them a drink. You don't want to overwater them, and they'll tell you, they'll turn yellow if they're overwatered. You just test them out now and again. Orchids, 3 ice cubes a week. You can do it all in one day, or an ice cube every 3. This one really needs a drink. When you give it a drink, give it a good drink. If they get dried leaves, you can pick them off, but you should read up on each one, because sometimes, if Hoya blooms, you let the blooms drop off on their own. You sweep them up. Anyway, I talk to them. If I get a new one like this little baby beauty and it's young, I don't leave it alone. I take it and put it near the others so it's got some friends. So I look after them, and you really have a relationship. Actually, I'll tell you an amazing story. I have on the balcony 2 jasmine plants, stephanotises, and they climb and bloom, and they're fragrant and wonderful. What amazes me is that they reach out and grab things. I noticed one had its arm around a rail, and I thought, how come that plant knew that the railing was that way and not the other way? So I tried an experiment, and I got a chair, and I put it on the other side of the jasmine and went to bed. And the next morning, that thing had reached out and grabbed the chair on the other side. Woo-woo. So I'm very woo-woo too now. Love my plants.